Today, I'll talk about facility layout. It is part of my series of lectures on operations management. So, the overall objective of plant layout or facility layout is to design a physical arrangement that most economically meets the required output in terms of quantity and quality. There is another definitions which says that plant layout ideally involve allocation of space and arrangement of equipment in such a manner that overall operating costs are minimized. So these two are based on cost. Then there is third dimension known as time, and objective of plant layout is also to reduce the time of service or product manufacturing. So the objectives of plant layout can be divided into two, those which reduce and those which increase. So we want to reduce material handling cost. We want to reduce movement of people and material. We want to reduce hazards to personnel, and we want to reduce accidents. And we want to increase production capacity, increase space utilization, increase ease of supervision, increase ease of maintenance, increase labor efficiency, and increase employee morale. So, what are the principles of ideal layout? There should be minimal travel of material and manpower. It should be consistent with proper sequence of production. Then safety and satisfaction of employee is considered. The plant should be easy to use. There should be flexibility. It should be compact. There should be minimal investment, and interdependent operations and processes must be in close proximity. All the plant sections should be fully integrated into a single operating unit, and a good layout should facilitate effective supervision. So similarly, there are benefits of a good plant layout. A good layout, there will be economies of handling, effective use of available space, minimization of production delays, avoidance of bottlenecks, improved quality control, better production control, improved utilization of labor, improved morale of employee, avoidance of unnecessary and costly changes. So these are the benefits of plant layout. Now I'll talk about types of plant layout. These are the types: product layout, fixed position layout, process or functional layout, cellular manufacturing layout, service facility layout, and combined layout. I'll talk it about these one by one. So first of all, product layout. Product layout is a line type of layout where sequence of machines is there, and it is an assembly line where product is moving from one machine to other machine, and there is continuous manufacturing for uniform type of product. So this is the example of a product layout. I have taken this from this source from internet. Then there is fixed position layout. Here the product is fixed because it is bulky in nature. This is an example of fixed position layout where the product is fixed at this workplace, and man, tools, and components they move to the fixed product which is being manufactured. And example is aircraft manufacturing. Then process or functional layout. This is for job shop or batch processing. Here specific functional areas are identified, and the machines are general purpose machines because the products may be customized. So this is an example of process or functional layout. Then cellular manufacturing layout. Here all machines are grouped into cells, and each cell produces few parts with common characteristics. This is an example from I have taken from this source. These are the components which are produced in these cellular layout. and finally, the product is assembled. Then service facility layout. This is for service industry, for example, banks and hospitals. And here various service sections are arranged in a proper manner so that flow of the customer or patients, for example, in case of hospital, is uniform and it is not hampered. There should not be excessive flow of patients from one service to other service. Services should be arranged in such a manner. Then what are the factors which influence the plant layout or type of plant layout? These may be product related factors, material related factors, and others. In product related factors, the factors include product type, as we have considered that if product is bulky, then there should be a fixed position layout. Then the plant layout depend on sales and demand of product, volume and quality of product. Then material related factors, type of raw material. For example, if raw material is a huge or a big sheet of metal, then it should be moved in a limited manner. And movement of material required during production. So these are the factors which are material related. Then manpower related factors like availability of manpower, skill required, and safety considerations. The layout should be safe for manpower. Then the layout also depend on factory building and topology of land. And then policies of management, which include sales and marketing policies, purchase policies, facility to employees, and future targets. This is all for today. Thank you very much.